Do you want to be able to afford the best players and open the best packs in FC24? Go to u7buy.com to buy your EAFC24 coins. It's more economic than buying FC points and just as reliable. They already offer some of the best prices out there, but you can get an additional 6% off using promo code Eli at checkout.
What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. As promised, I am making a 4-2-2 custom tactic video for you guys today to counter the 4-3-2-1, which is probably the most meta formation right now in the game. Trust me, the higher divisions, Elite Division, Division 1, D2, if I play 10 rivals, I'll probably play 70% of the 4-3-2-1, and the other amount will probably be 4-1-2-1-2, or this formation right here, the 4-2-2-2, or a 4-4-2. One of those. Those are the main formations everybody's using up here. So let's get into it. It will be the 4-2-2-2, this formation right here. This is specifically designed to counter the 4-3-2-1. Where is it? It's specifically made to counter this formation. And it can also counter where is it? There's a 4-3-1-2, this formation right here, and a 4-1-2-1-2 narrow. It's specifically made to counter those formations, to hit them on counterattacks, split them open through the wings, and try to score as many goals as you possibly can, just to outscore your opponent, you know what I mean? Let me move out the way so you guys can kind of see me a little bit. Alright, there we go. Alright, let's get into the actual custom tactics. So 4-2-2-2, everything is as follows. If you're on old gen, you're gonna go balance 37 width, depth 72 on this one on old gen. If you don't like the depth at 72 on old gen, then you could drop it. Sorry, I gotta sneeze, guys. You could drop it to about 55, to anywhere from 55 to 57 to about 60, somewhere around there. You kind of know yourself, know if you need to manually press or not. I like to manually press, so I go ahead and leave it at the 72 depth. Plus, I also like my back line to be higher than my own 18. I like to do a lot of offside traps. This helps out with the offside traps, and it pushes my defensive line higher, so it prevents me from getting a lot of cutback goals. Usually they have to split me open to score any goals, or they really have to outplay me, or do the stupid R1 dribbling, which I hate, or the whip cross. That's the only way you can actually score whenever you have a high line like this. Now, if you're on new gen, I recommend doing the 71 depth for that auto press, and also for your auto offside trap. Now, if you don't like the 71 depth on new gen, then you can drop it to as low as 60 on the depth to as high as about 63, 65, somewhere around there. You find your sweet spot. If you're on new gen, then up the width to about 40 to 45, anywhere around there. You kind of know yourself. You know if you like to. Sorry, stupid ads. 45 width is if you want to manually press and have the 71 depth. If you don't want to manually press and you want to try to prevent those cutbacks, and drop it to 40 width. But yeah, I like 37, 72 depth. Build the play, balance, and direct passing. This is for both consoles. Leave it as is. It's perfect right there. With 47, a little bit more normal, or a little bit more narrow than normal, only because I want the right cam and the left cam to get very involved in the build-up play. They're very, very important in this formation, and I want my strikers to be kind of together. I don't want them to be spread apart everywhere. I just want them to be together, so you can do quick 1-2s tiki-taka play. If you ever see my plays, not my plays, but if you ever see my gameplay, you see that I do quick touch and go, touch and go, touch and go. That's how I like to play. Players in the box 6, corners and free kicks, you could do whatever you want. I usually do 1-1. Alright, players who you need. Meta center backs. You know, I say this every video. You need meta center backs. The higher the divisions you go, the better the center backs you need. I like to pair them up. I usually like to pair up one jockey type of center back and one more bruiser type of center back, but in this scenario I have two more of a bigger body center backs, which they get the job done. Especially Cambo, because he gets to push people off the ball before they get to shoot. If they're winding up a finesse shot, Trivela, or a power shot, Cambo usually pushes them out of the way. So playstyles are very, very important, so make sure you get one defender or both defenders with very good playstyles. Left back and right back, they are very important in this formation, only because they do help you build up from the back a lot. So make sure you abuse your left back and your right back to do over the top through balls to your right cam and left cam, or to just send the left cam and the right cam on runs, like L1 trigger, send them on runs, and then you run forward with the left back and the right back to build up the play. Also, you're going to be switching the play a lot from one side to the other side. So L1 square, drive it to the other side, just send it to the other side, build up from one side to the other side. If you can't get out of a press on one side, like on the right side, then just swing it back to the left side and build up from that. That's the best way to get out of a press, out of the manual or the auto pressing, and how to counter those narrow formations. Now you have 2 CDMs to offset the fact that, that your opponent has 3 strikers. So that way you can kind of prevent any counterattacks, and you can kind of control the play a little bit more, and this will help you get out of a press, because if you can send it to one of your CDMs, then you can kind of do quick 1-2s with your left back and your CDMs. Just make sure CDMs and your left back, right back are very important to get out of a press. I don't have any gameplay in this video, just because I don't have a lot of time this week, but I will post some gameplay later on, probably on the weekend, over this 4-2-2 and the 4-3-2-1. Just let me know down below if you guys want to see some gameplay in the higher divisions on me using these formations and showing you how to actually counter a 4-3-2-1 and all that good stuff, and I will. So CDMs, make sure you get 2 box-to-box CDMs, or you can get away with 1 tankish CDM and 1 box-to-box CDM. I will probably just do 2 box-to-box center mids, just because you are going to be getting pressed, especially a lot in the higher divisions, and you need to be able to dribble out of position, out of play, out of when you're getting pressed. So you need to make sure you get kind of like just good ball carriers that can pass the ball, shoot the ball, all that good stuff. Yeah, and then right cam, left cam, very important. You got to get fast, pacey cams, or they're not even cams, they're wingers, honestly. Just think of this as like a 4-4-2, but just more defensive and more attacking, if that makes sense. So you have CDMs, so they sit back deeper, and then the cams are more narrow naturally, so they get more involved in the play. But these are technically wingers, and then you got your 2 strikers, fast pacey strikers. You can pair an agile striker with a more bigger body striker. Kind of up to you, however you want to pair it. It's up to your playstyle. I like to do 1 bigger body and 1 more agile. I don't know why this all switched around. Let me see if I can I even switch these players around real quick? Yeah. So this is how I line it up. I put Trossard on the left side, he's my more agile striker. Henry as my main striker on the right side. I got Iwobi as my right CDM, because he can send through balls to any of these 2 strikers of the over the top through balls, and then Benacer is my ball playing CDM, so he can get out of a press, pass it to Odegaard. Odegaard is going to be really good at Travella shots, sending incisive passes to my main striker, and sending passes to my overlapping fullback to be able to do whip crosses. Everything has a reason on why I play players a certain position, if that makes sense. Let's get into the instructions so I can show you what I mean. Goalie, nothing here. Center backs, stay back, that is it. Right back, stay back, overlap, and left back, stay back, overlap. Now, they do get involved in the play a lot, just because you are playing a high line and you do have the direct passing tactic. Stay back just doesn't make them go too far forward, so you won't get caught on counterattacks, right? But because they are going to be joining on the attack, I do have them on the overlap instructions, so it pushes your right cam and your left cam kind of narrow, and they go around whenever you do push them forward. So what I like to do is I like to manually make my left back and right backs run forward with the L1 trigger. So I'll be doing a lot of plays with Odegaard and Havertz, for example, because I like to build up a lot from the left side. So I'll do a quick 1-2. Actually, I do a 1-2-3. So I'll send Havertz. Let's say I'll start off with Havertz, pass it to Benacer to, or I'll do L1 to Benacer. Havertz is going to be running, then I'll send it to Odegaard. By the time I send it to Odegaard, Havertz should already be doing the overlapping run, and then I send him on a quick split through ball, and then good to go to try to score a goal, if that makes sense. So 1, 2, 3, that's basically what that is. Anywho, you'll see in the gameplay in the next few days whenever I post it. My CDM, my stay back CDM, is on my left side. So cut passing lanes, cover center, stay back while attacking. The reason why I have him on that side is because, like I said, I like to attack on my left side. I like to attack with my left back on my left side, so I have him on stay back while attacking. If you like to attack via the right side, then just flip flop these players. My right center mid is cut passing lanes, balance attack, cover center, so he's going to be my box to box. He's a high work rated player, so he can go forward and drop deep without me making him drop deep, because he has a high defensive work rate. Your right cam come back on defense, get into box across, come back on defense. So you do defend in a 4-4-2 because that's the best way to defend in this game with 2 blocks of 4, and get into box across for those cutbacks. Because when in doubt, a cutback will get you out if you can't score any goals, you know. Left cam would be come back on defense, get into box for cross, same exact thing because of those cutbacks. And then both strikers, this is very, very, very important. Copy this to the T. Stay central, get in behind, come back on defense on both strikers. So the reason why I have come back on defense is because you have no actual center cam. So when you don't have a center cam, it's hard to get out of a press, especially when you're like me and you like to use a center cam to build up, right? So because you have both of them on comeback on defense, they do take turns on who comes deep and who stays forward, depending on the scenario. You'll see whenever you use it, sometimes your left striker drops deep and the right striker stays forward. And also depends on their work rates as well, right? And the getting behind instruction doesn't mean they're both going to be running away from you. They're going to be taking turns. Just let your actual AI do something. It forces them to do something. So they'll take turns. Like, example, if I'm building up with Trossard, like if I'm building up to the left side, Trossard will kind of come to me a little bit. I'll get the ball, and Henry's going to be bombing forward. And then I can send him on a quick through ball, or I could use him as a dummy run, a decoy run, and then I could just run behind him with my main striker. With my other striker, sorry, which is just Trossard. But yeah, that is why. Just make sure you have all of these instructions, and that is what makes this formation tick, because it really confuses your opponent. Because when you're hitting them on a counterattack, it's like you have no striker at one point, and it pushes your opponent's defensive line to you, which you would think is counterintuitive. But what you're doing is you're pulling your opponent's center backs out of position, and when you're pulling them out of position, you can actually go around him. Like, you can use your cams, go around through the wings, and then do cutbacks, or you could do quick 1-2s with your 2 strikers and then just send them on through balls. It's just, this formation is extremely good, and it's probably gonna make my foot champ video this week, and just specifically so I can counter that 4-3-2-1 or the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow, because those are the formations that give me the hardest time every time on foot champs or division rivals. But yeah, those are the custom tactics and instructions. Stay tuned to the very end. I do have a icon pack or icon pick video if you guys made it that far. But yeah, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace. And then let me know down below, and hit that like and hit that subscribe button. Why aren't you guys doing that? That helps me out a lot. And then let me know down below if there's any other formations you guys want me to try out. Right now I'm focusing on meta tactics to help you guys out for the next week or 2. After that, I'll go back into actual real life football managerial tactics. Just give me a little bit of time. I've been working a lot. Alright guys, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace. What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. I got another 87 plus base or Centurion's icon player pick. Last time we got Fernando Torres earlier today. Let's see who we get. I wasted all my fodder. The last little bit of fodder I had. I was trying to save fodder for Suker and Ian Wright, but couldn't wait anymore. So let's see what we can get. Vieira, please. Golly, how do I get Fernando Torres twice? Damn. Okay, I guess we'll take a Rooney. It's not what we wanted, but it is what it is. But I'll catch you guys on the next one. Let me know down below who you guys got. Peace.